Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum is following through here to the downside at the moment. After my last video, I think we saw that additional drop here closer to 1780. We are really not far off, only $20. The 1780 level is the one that I highlighted over the last few days and weeks as ideal target here for this C wave of wave 2. We are basically still in this ABC correction, as you will probably have assumed. That's my take. That of this top here in July, we came down in an A wave, we moved up in a B wave, and now the C wave down. C wave is a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically we're in this 5th wave. So in the last wave of the last wave, and in this 5th wave, we have an ABC structure. Yeah, and in this C wave, 5 waves, in which we have, possibly here the wave 1, 2 complete, the 3rd wave, and this could be a 4th and a 5th. This is, again, it's potentially dangerous to get that much into the micro count. I have to say, I'm amazed that it still follows these smallest degree waves at the moment, but you can't put too much predictive qualities into those smallest degree waves. I mean, you can't even go any smaller. I think it's basically, and especially because we're not dealing with an impulse, we're dealing with a diagonal. So just be a bit careful about these waves here. I'm not telling you we will definitely get this 4, 5, or it might actually be 2 more lows, whatever. What I find an ideal level is the 1780 level, that golden ratio, the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. It would just be ideal. Yeah. For example, what we could do, we take the length of this A wave, go to the high of the B wave to calculate the potential target for the C wave. And here you can see the 1.618 extension level is another one that is potentially relevant at 1760. But again, we're talking here about an area where, there is of course a bit of uncertainty here, but these are sort of levels to watch around 1780. And also we have, in addition to that 1780 level, here the ascending trend line. We've been talking about that one as well, which might become relevant. It's just below 1780 at the moment. And I highlighted to you before that we're now in the region where we should see a reaction at some point to the upside. I don't think we will go much lower. So 1780 is certainly the next level that I'm observing. Be aware that here in June, we also briefly broke below the golden ratio, but then recovered very quickly. If it needs to, in this particular scenario, it could even drop down to $1,700. There's 78.6 retracement. And only below that, I would have to go to the alternative bullish wave count. At the moment, this is all looking okay. Yeah, we're coming down slowly. That's what I want to see. I know it's boring, but essentially we don't want a high volume sell-off. We want a sell-off with low volume, and the lower the volume in the sell-off, the higher the chances that it's nearly over. If the volume increases in the sell-off, it would rather add to the idea that the sell-off isn't finished yet. But we're getting towards the end, I think. But it's not finished yet. But we're waiting for a signal. Without a first impulse to the upside, or at least a 5-wave move up, there is no low. And I will not be able to confirm one. What I'd like to see as a first indication that this low is in is now, from where we are now, a break above that descending trend line. That descending trend line started here around the 15th of July, basically nearly a month now, and is highly relevant. You can see how often price pulled back to the trend line, dropped, pulled back, dropped. Yeah, and a break above it would potentially have some bullish qualities, bullish implications. We're just now in the region where at any point that rally could start. Okay, and it's exactly what we want to see. At some point, we want to see that trend line break. So I'm happy from my point of view, it can go up from here, but I just haven't got any evidence yet. And again, the 1780 level would still be the ideal target for me. Not much more to add, unfortunately. I was hoping we could wrap it up now. Maybe we do. I mean, Bitcoin recovered a little bit more. Ethereum, not really anything, hasn't really recovered in any substantial way since today's drop. And always take it in perspective. I mean, Ethereum dropped maybe, what is it? From where? From that B wave top, ETH has now dropped 2%. I mean, that's not even anything that is really noteworthy. I mean, we're tracking really here the micro movements. What I wanted to emphasize is while we're tracking all these micro moves and the fine-grained waves, do not lose sight of the larger pattern. Do not lose sight of the fact that this is a 5-wave move up and we're coming down in a correction. So this is a setup that I would see as potential to move the part, or to act as a jump off point basically for the price higher into the $2,500 region. But the condition is that the $1,700 level isn't broken. So exciting times. I know it's a bit boring, but typically when all of the people are switching off, then yeah, you know, we are starting to see a move. What you also shouldn't forget about is we had some bearish news about Huobi now, that exchange, but I'm not using it, but those news often come towards the end of such a wave too. It's going to be interesting here. I think we had, what was it here? Wasn't this the SEC news that we had? SEC suing Coinbase here around June. Yeah, and I think in March we had the banking issues in the US. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.